don't give me these stream health problems again. Current resolution. Oh, okay. Hey Charlie, how are you doing tonight? We're going to do a little bit of Star Citizen here. Try to do some of the first-person missions that I was attempting last time. Owen Williamson. Hey, Owen. Hangar 5. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't live stream last night. I just wasn't really feeling up to it, and I'm still not really feeling great tonight. I don't really know what my deal is. Just kind of feeling like a little down or cabin feverish or something. I just want there to be, you know, warm weather. Come on. Open the door. Is this still in beta? It's actually in alpha. I don't even think beta is supposed to be until probably about 2 years from now, maybe. And that's just a guesstimate. Super Hornet. Yeah, it's supposed to get brutally cold here tonight. I don't even want to know how cold it's going to get.
NVidia Aerospace, all systems online.
You are cleared for liftoff.
Alright, so let's see if we can pull up one of the FPS missions. Mercenary, Execution Warrant, and let's do Righteous Raid, since that pays a lot more money.
Takeoff complete.
That's the dynamics.
Raised.
So we're just going to get up out of the atmosphere now. Whoops. There are the landing pads we just took off from. Want to make sure my top turret is aligned with the front. Josh, good evening. Welcome aboard. And Jonathan, nope. I wish I was kidding you, but no. You know, CIG is developing a lot of technologies for this game that have never ever been done before, which is kind of why it's taking so long. Ryan, this is called Star Citizen. And we'll be out of the atmosphere here in just a few seconds. Then we'll be able to move on to our destination. One of the things in this patch that they've added is the ability to quantum travel all the way down, well, almost all the way down to your mission destination. So that was huge. It is pretty awesome, Josh, I gotta say. Come on. All right, so we're almost out of atmosphere, and boom. Now I'm just gonna boost out so I don't get back into the atmosphere. No, you can't get this on PS4. I honestly doubt it'll ever be on console. I could be wrong, but I just seriously doubt it. Alright, so we're lining up our quantum drive. And engaging. Whoa. Actually, we can... Where's the planet? There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah, if you have any questions about, you know, the game, be sure to ask Josh. I can kind of fill you in on what it takes to get started. It looks smooth enough to be classed as a beta, so when exactly will it be classed as beta? Nobody really knows for certain. Kind of the general guess is possibly about 2 years from now. Because they have to add like all these features, and they're primarily working on Star Citizen. Star Citizen is actually, I think the beta goes live next year with Chapter 1, with like a release possibly by the end of the year of 2020. Alright, so we've got to land here and eliminate. Generally, it's about 8 enemy hostiles. And thankfully, in this new patch, the hostiles are a lot more difficult than they were before. Wah! Ow! Is there like another guy up there? Ah, there is. Well, in that case, we're gonna need to land a. Oh gosh. Heck on it.
Shields charging. Proximity alert. Proximity alert. Landing complete. Takeoff complete.
Whoa. What am I stuck on? Okay, that got me a little crime stat rating there for blowing him up. Oh, I need to find a place to land. Okay. So it looks like we have to kill 4 guys in here. Oh, that gave me a really big crime stat rating. Well, we'll just go back to Lorville and the guards will kill us and then I'll reset that. I wish I could, I wish we had guns that could take out these turrets. But for some reason, they still have the bug in where the turrets are respawning. They were supposed to fix that, but it doesn't look like they did. All right. No, the game isn't on Steam. All the information is down in the video description. You have to go to the Robert Space Industries website, create an account, and then look at the starting Oh no, don't tell me they just blew up my ship. Yep, they did, darn it. Crap. Well. Where's this fourth guy at? That's where we came down from. Huh? What the heck? Wow, he was back in the, he's being chopped up by the fan blades. Alright, so that was 7,000 UEC. Yeah, right now in Star Citizen, you can pledge for, well, the base pledge is $45, and I think that gets you either the basic Aurora or the basic Mustang ships. Where did my ship go? I think we were back here somewhere, but it's destroyed because it's not on my radar anymore. Or actually, I think it was over here. I don't know where it was. I just want to make sure it's destroyed. Otherwise, there would be like a blue waypoint on my screen saying, hey, this is where your ship is. Now, on the top right, you can see like a little icon that looks like a kind of like a sniper ring with... It might look like it's white, but it's actually like a off-whitish orange color. Oh, here's my ship. Yeah, it's done. There's no canopy. The wings are... Let's see if I can even get it. Oh, no, I can't even get it. Oh. No. Darn it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to suicide here. We're going to wake back up in our bed. And I'm going to have to go back and reclaim my Super Hornet. But we've got plenty of other ships that we can use as well. So not really too big of a deal. Once I get my invisible body out of bed here. And wait, is my crime stat gone? Oh no, it's definitely not gone. Okay. So we're going to call the elevator, and when we get out, there's probably going to be guards out there, and they'll just shoot and kill us. And once that happens, we'll respawn back in our bed once again, and then we'll have a clear crime stat. I think they... Oh, hey, Ricky Spanish. I didn't even see your message. I think once... I don't know if it's the next patch or if it's 3.6 this summer, where they're actually introducing like the... I guess it's like the authority patch or something like that they're calling it. Okay, here we go. You ready? Hi guys, come and get me. Anyone? Anyone? There we go. So right now, that's actually the fastest. This is the fastest way to clear your crime stat. Now we're visible again. Come on, let's get back in the thick of it. Ooh, there's a picture of my Ursa rover. I've got one of those. There's a little portion of the city out there. Also, Josh, if you do decide to make an account, use my affiliate code, and if you decide to buy into the game, you'll get, I think it's an extra 5,000 UEC, because usually you start out, I think, with 1,000, and if you use my affiliate code, you'll actually start out with a lot more. And the big, huge building in the background, that's Hurston Industries, I think. We can actually go there if we want, but there's... What the heck? Why did you just kill me again? My crime stat was gone. Oh my gosh. I hope we're not going to have a problem making it through there now. But again, I mean, the game is super early. You know, even though it's been in development for what, like 6 or 7 years, you know, they just did switch over to the Lumberyard game engine from Amazon. They were using CryEngine, and I guess they kind of got to a point and were like, we're not going to be able to do what we want to do in Cry, so they switched over to Lumberyard. And there's actually kind of an ongoing lawsuit where Cry is trying to sue Star Citizen, and but anyways, that's besides the point. So they kind of had to go back and start over in some respects, in a lot of things. But now they're adding features, you know, every patch, which is usually about every 2 to 3 months. Also, Josh, if you go to any of my Star Citizen videos, you can actually scroll down into the video information, and that affiliate code is down in there as well. Okay. Hopefully we're in the clear for now. So how much money are we up to now? 33,000. All right. So doing these missions off the start are a really good way to make money. Let's see here. Now we got to take the train back over to the spaceport. Train departing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the big Hurston building off in the background. I think the Hurston building's something like 4.5 kilometers tall. It's pretty freaking tall. That was another player that just ran past. What's the rough guess of the ping that I'm getting to the Star Citizen server? Hard to really say. Generally, my ping to, well, it's a USA server, so I would guess that it's probably pretty good. Oh, this is the little Aurora. Maybe I'll take the Aurora MR. This is like one of the very basic ships that you can get. Right now, you can buy ships in game, but they're not persistent, meaning that you know, whenever they do like a major patch or sometimes even a minor patch, and they have to reset everybody's accounts, you'll actually lose that ship. And I don't think that full persistence. Crap was. Oh no! What was my? I gotta go and look and see what landing bay I was in. I was in. Hangar 3. Okay. So this is 3, and we'll go down to 3. What the heck is going on with my page here? Okay, here we go. What's the best package you get? How much money you got? They actually do have a concierge package that costs $27,000, and I'm pretty sure that it's every ship in the game, except for maybe the Bengal. Gosh, I haven't flown this thing in a long time.
Welcome to Modern Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
You are cleared for liftoff.
When I'm playing PUBG Mobile on my phone, I get 600 to 700 milliseconds. Well, yeah, that's because you're on a phone. Ah, what's going on here?
Landing gear raised.
Thank you for your patronage.
So this is the Aurora MR, which is, I think, I can't even see the front of it, which is one of the basic ships. Now, once the game goes live, which is definitely going to be a few years from now, you will be able to earn, you know, you'll be able to buy just a base package, and then you'll be able to earn all of the, you know, all of the additional ships just by playing the game. How come I'm not getting my out? Oh, there's the out. No, that's...
Hydrogen fuel is at 100%.
Yeah, you'll be able to purchase all of the game, or all the ships in-game with in-game money eventually. I think there are a few restrictions, but for the most part, you will be able to. But for right now, you pretty much have to pay money, or like real money for them, and some of them, especially some of the bigger ships, are not cheap. Oh, a new member. Welcome aboard, Matt. Thank you so much for joining. I have to look and see how many members we're up to, like 8 or 9 now. Maybe once I get up to like 50 members, maybe I should give away like a Star Citizen starter pack or something with like a cool ship. Matt has become a sponsor. Yeah, it pops up on my... It takes a few seconds for it to pop up on my screen. I don't really know why. Well, I do know why. It's because there's... I don't have like an overlay that I can actually see what's going on. Oh my gosh, I forgot how slow this ship is. And it's weird because I cannot see... Where the heck is my altimeter? The screen's up there. That is weird. No. Why is the foreground so gray when it's not like that in real life? What do you mean by the foreground? You mean like where the... like my arms and legs and everything? Oh, the stars? I guess just because it's a game. You mean kind of like it's slightly gray instead of like super jet black, I guess? We have to get... Oh, yay, we're in space now. Now, one of the nice things about this ship is, you know, we can actually get up, walk around inside of it. There's a little sleep... There's a bed you can actually sleep in, which is kind of cool because you can log out when you're out in space in your bed, as long as the server doesn't crash. And when you log back in, you'll actually be back in your ship. All right, mercenary. No, we want bound. No, I think we want mercenary. Wait a second. Oh, this is a combat mission. I'm never gonna win that one. Let's see here. Let's go to accepted and let's just abandon this mission, because yeah. Aha, here we go. Time for action! The stream's buffering? It's not for me.
Quantum drive is now on.
I don't normally watch Star Citizen videos and don't know much about the game. Do you have to launch yourself into orbit completely and manually every time? Is there an automatic way to get to orbit? Not yet, though at the end of March when the 3.5 flight model comes out, a lot of this is going to change, and we don't really know exactly, you know, supposedly you're going to be able to get to orbit a lot more quickly. But yeah, I mean, they're constantly tweaking the game and making improvements and all kinds of stuff. So what the game is like right now, it's probably going to be a lot different, you know, in the future. Okay. There I am sitting in there. Ooh, they actually changed the guns on this. Dead Frost, hello. YouTube does buffer a lot. Yeah, sometimes it's really bad. Like, especially like last weekend and this past week. But I've changed some of the settings so that hopefully, you know, we don't have those same problems anymore. And things have been way better since I did. Josh is running 480p as well. I'm running 1080p at 60 frames a second, and I'm not getting any buffering at all. And I am, you know, viewing it on a separate PC off the YouTube server. Your birthday's on the 24th? Well, happy birthday. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, since my ship is pretty sucktastic, is we're going to try to land it further away. I'm going to put my landing gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
I don't really want to run a whole kilometer. I'm just trying to find, like, where...
Collision alert. Front.
Okay, probably right over here where there's all these big rocks.
Collision alert. Front.
Yeah, I think right in here is going to be pretty good.
Low. Landing complete.
Okay, and I'm just going to power completely
Engines
off
are
here.
off.
Oh, I landed on the rock. I was like, why am I tilted so far one way? You've got a Dell Optiplex. Ooh, what kind of graphics card and CPU do you have? The biggest thing with Star Citizen is you do need a pretty decent video card. It doesn't have to be the best one. But even more important than that, you really, really have to have 16 gigs of RAM. If you don't have 16 gigs of RAM, the game is just going to run horribly. And it may not even run at all because it might not. You might not have enough free memory. this mission's probably going to be fairly similar to the last one that we did. Two down, two to go. Took those. Oh gosh. Ah, run. Oh, he's reloading. Done. Alright, so I'll just put my gun away and we'll head on out of here. Oh, I'm shot. No. There we go. Whew. That was a medical kit, by the way. Let's make sure that we're stocked up on medical kits too. Medical, equipped, equipped there, bam. This game seems confusing to you? What seems confusing? Ah, it's like completely dark. No. There, now we can maybe see something. I can see it just fine, but I'm like watching the stream and it looks pitch black. Just how advanced it is? Well, I mean, you know, like any game, there is a learning curve to it, but I don't think it's not like a game that's like too difficult to learn, you know what I mean? I mean, even with games like Farming Simulator, you know, a lot of people, they'll buy Farming Simulator and they won't have a clue as to what they're doing. So there's going to be a learning curve to everything. But, yeah, Star Citizen's no different. The biggest game I play is Farming Simulator 19. Oh, this is way bigger than Farming Sim. Like, this whole planet that we're on is... like, we can walk around the entire planet if we wanted to. It might take us about a year. Let's say enter ship. You've got to be kidding me. I got ladder death by an Aurora. Oh my gosh. I thought they fixed that. Well, that's a perfectly quick way to get teleported back to Hurston, or... back to Lorville. Well, yeah, we're already on Hurston, but and my Super Hornet will be ready. But I kind of think I want to maybe take my Constellation just to mess around with a larger ship for you guys. Still, by far, not the largest ship that I have, but it's probably like in the middle as far as like the ship sizes that I have. Back at Lorville. Don't shoot me, you guys. We're gonna go see Tammy really quick. I mean, just look at all the smoke and just... I think this game is just awesome. Though my frame rate's really taking a dump. I want... hello? I wonder if it's because I'm streaming. I actually want to get the undersuit. Okay. Now all the different flight suits, these aren't even all of them. We can go to other places and get, you know, completely different armor. Yeah, let's go ahead and put our armor on here. Let's see. Or actually, this is like my undersuit. There we go. And we've got like our weapons, which is the Custodian SMG, my Executive Edition Arclight pistol, all your magazines, your armor, your utilities, so things like oxygen and medical consumables, grenades. The utility item, this is actually a repair gun that I don't think is actually implemented yet. And then clothing, like I can put my monitor, actually I don't know if, I'm not sure if my if I can, come on. No, I don't think I can see my face while I'm in here. But like all these clothing items, like the boots, the shirts, the pants over here, all of these are purchasable, and so you can really customize your character. And there's a bunch of new clothing items coming out in the next patch for 3.5, because they're going to have the female models out then as well. Is this a survival game? Yes. Seems void of interaction. Right now, yes. But you can play with friends. Like if we want to all team up and do the FPS mission together, then we can. In the future, they're going to be expanding the social system so that, like, you know, if I want to do a mission, but I want to hire other people as, you know, wingmen or hired guns or turret gunners or whatever, I can do that as well. You can do it now, but there's kind of like a backward, like a workaround to pay other players. Oh, stay. Whew. You can see the chat up there, you know, people chat.
Next stop, Tisa Spaceport.
So there is some interaction. If you've got friends to play with, that's definitely a bonus. But, you know, because it's early access right now, or not even early access, it's early access because you're getting early access, but it's early alpha. Yeah, I can definitely see there's not, you know, there's not an end game. A lot of it is just exploration, learning how the game works, and reporting bugs when you find it. I definitely wouldn't recommend Star Citizen to somebody who's thinking they're going to be getting anything anywhere close to a finished product. You do run into bugs a lot of the times. You do have to kind of learn how to work around some of them, or learn to live with other bugs. Sometimes it can be incredibly frustrating. Oh, let's just go to the new deal because we can see a few other ships out here too. And one of them has to be one of the is one of the larger ships in the game. Ah, excuse me. I just had to burp there. So this is the M50, the Origin M50. It is in-game buyable, so if we highlight it, you can see how it's highlighted in orange. We can bring it up, and it costs 700,900 UEC, so I've only got about a little less than 40,000, so yeah, it's quite a ways off for me. We've got another Origin. I can't remember which one this one is. Oh, the X85, or the 85X Limited. We've got the Aurora. This is the ship that I have, though I think this is a different variant. Mine's an Aurora MR. This is the Aurora LX. And I'll be honest, I do not know what the difference between the two of them is. I think the LX has different guns. Yeah, this one looks like it's got laser guns where mine has like an autocannon. Over here is the Prospector. This is the mining ship right now. It's the only mining ship in the game. And we can actually go inside of it. Let's see, open ladder. Just so I don't get ladder killed. Oh, and yeah, you can buy this one as well. This one I think is 1,620,750 UEC. So you would have to do a lot of grinding to get there. The most I've ever been able to grind, and that's only because I've got, you know, some really... what the heck? Open the door. Why do I want it? Don't kill me, ladder. Oh! Okay, that's bugged. Not really sure why. So this is, but anyways, this is the inside of the Prospector. So we've got, you know, a bed that you can log out in when you're in space or away from a planet or dock. And you've got the different systems, like here's the jump drive, here's the gravity generator, the cooler, the computer, the shield generator. And, you know, when the ship takes damage, if you can, you know, get away from your enemy or whatnot, you'll eventually be able to use your repair gun to repair those systems. Yeah, there's the radar and life support down there. We also have the toilet access. So there's some sink, there's your toilet down there, a nice square toilet, a shower up here so you can shower and, you know, clean your rear end really good when you're done. Because, you know, in the future, there's no toilet paper. There's just the 3 seashells. And, yeah, and then here's the front cockpit, which you can get into. And, oh, it powers right up. That's cool. So we've got the power console, and to start everything up is right up here. So you've got, like, you can power off. Open exterior. Oh, it doesn't have the engine controls, it doesn't look like. But this would be where you would, you know, you can select, like if you want comms. Oh, I guess we can't do anything since we don't own the ship. You've got, you know, your radar displays, or not radar, but your shield and damage displays up there. Power distribution, so you can put more power towards the guns or the shields or the engines. You can also go in and set power or overclocking ability for different ship systems, and it keeps zooming in and zooming out here, which is a little bit annoying, but that's where that happens. Oh, here's your shield strength. Shields, and I don't know if it actually shows armor on here or not. But you can set all these little MFDs up the way you want them. Right now it's not persistent, unfortunately, but that is something that'll be in the future. You can, yeah, there's like your heat, how much heat your ship is generating, self status, yep, comms, target. This is like when you acquire a target, it'll put their shields in damage states there, and then your weapons. This will show like your ammo and how much energy you're supplying to each one. So yeah, pretty cool beans. Shayla, how you doing, Shayla? A sonic screwdriver? Yeah, pretty much. Yes, you will be able to sell ships in the future. Exactly how that's going to work, nobody really knows yet, because that system's probably not going to be implemented into the game until sometime next year. Late this year at the very latest, but probably next year. They were supposed to have ship rentals in the game back in December, meaning if you had enough UEC, you would actually be able to rent ships, but that system, they kind of dropped that. Oh, here's one of the other ships that you can actually start out with. This, I think, is the upgraded one. It's the Mustang Beta, and the Mustang Alpha is the other starter ship. So there's the Aurora, like that we saw in New Deal, and like what I was flying earlier, and then this is the Mustang Beta. But the other starter ship is the Mustang Alpha, and they're fairly similar, except I think the Mustang Beta you can actually get up inside of. And then we've got two really big ships. This is the Constellation Phoenix, which is kind of like the luxury constellation. If we just go into it really quick, this is the lower cargo bay. You also get, this is actually a snub fighter. It's the P-52 Merlin. Unfortunately, you can't dock and undock it from the ship yet. You will get it as a flyable, but you can't really do too much with it because it doesn't have a quantum quantum drive. But yeah, if we close the cargo bay door here, it's going to take us up into the ship, and then hopefully, if I can, oh, there we go. There's a little elevator right here, and so this takes us up into the rear portion. Now on a, like, I have a Constellation Aquila, which is kind of the same ship, but it's an exploration version, and so this would be where my cargo bay is. You've got, you know, some luxury beds. You've got some additional systems in here. If I can open, oh, the panels are over here. And I'm not exactly sure what these are, but again, you know, you'll be able to repair these when they become damaged. Here is the, so we've got the gravity generator, the power plant, shield generator, and then here's actually the top of the P-52 Merlin. So if you have an additional crew member who can run out and jump in this, they can actually help you fight off you know, enemies and stuff like that. Where do you get Star Citizen? The link is down in the video description. It's robertsspaceindustries.com. Yeah, there's some seats here. You can actually look out. Oh, and right over there, like dead center, that's actually the bay where we can call up our ships. There's some seats. We'll go back over there in just a moment. Oh, I love this bar. Just the lighting in here is freaking epic. Very, very nice. So this is the, again, it's the Constellation Phoenix. Oh, there's another bedroom right here. There's one there, and then there's another one over here. And then up front, we actually have the crew quarters. So we've got 4 beds for crew. There's a little table here that pops up or does that. There we go. You can even sit down. Let's see. Maybe I have to open, or maybe I have to close that first. Here's the front airlock. We've got some lockers here. Now, eventually, you'll be able to put like weapons, maybe clothing, and different things in here. Armor, suits of armor, stuff like that. We've got the Super Duper Pooper 5000. This is actually, this is the toilet, but it's, I don't see the seat. The seat should be down there. So I don't know if that'll be something that they'll put in later. And then you've got the shower right here again. And then this is the bridge. So you've got a lower and an upper turret. So you can have a couple of your friends man those. Here's another shield generator. You've got, yep, there's another shield generator. Avionics bays. So these are all things that, you know, you can repair. And then, of course, the front seat, or the pilot seat here in the center. So this is the bridge, which is super awesome. Casey, hello. What happens to your ship when I got ladder killed? Yes, technically it is still back there on the planet somewhere. Though right now I don't think it's going to show. I guess if I remembered how to get back to, you know, that location, I could go back there and it would still be there. It will despawn after a while because full persistence isn't in the game, but it'll be there probably for about 20 or 30 minutes, maybe even a little bit longer than that. Right now, though, it is lost. So, though it is showing that it's stored, so I don't... Do I need to claim it? Okay.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
So in this case, maybe since we're on the same planet, it actually did go back and store it. I don't want that one, though. So these are all my ships. These are all ships that I own. I have the Aegis Reclaimer, which is the largest ship in the game right now. It won't be, you know, this summer when the 980 jump comes out. And I'm actually thinking of trading in my Reclaimer for a 980 jump, because I'm sure that'll even be more expensive. We've got the Anvil Hornet F7C, which is like the basic Hornet that you can get. We have the Super Hornet, which is the one that I was flying at the beginning of the stream. We've got the Kruger P-52 Merlin. This is the snub fighter that detaches from the Constellations, and you can fly it. I can actually fly it right now, but it only has projectile weapons, and it doesn't have like a quantum drive or a jump drive, so you can't really go very far with it. The MISC Prospectors is what we looked at earlier. The MISC Starfarer, which is also one of the largest, maybe like the second or third largest ship flyable right now. The Aurora MR, and then here down at the bottom, the Constellation Aquila. So that's the one I'm going to choose right now. We'll try to go off and do another mission. Matthew Small says, this reminds me of Elite Dangerous, but better. Yes. Uh-oh. What pad? Hangar 8. All right, so now we have to go to a different hangar. Okay, Hangar 8 is over here. There's also Hangar 1 and 2, which are for the really big ships. All right, so Hangar 8. Oh, I forgot to show you the Hammerhead. The Hammerhead was over there too. That was that really huge ship next to the Aquila, or next to the Phoenix. I mean, the white one. Casey, hello. But yeah, I mean, I was really hoping that Elite Dangerous would evolve to kind of become a little bit more like Star Citizen, where you can at least get up and walk around inside your ships and stuff. It still hasn't, which is incredibly disappointing, but that's just the way it is. Some things will never change. Wait. Going down the elevator. I think of all the ships that I have right now, the two I probably use the most are the Prospector and, well, the Prospector obviously for mining, and then the Aquila for cargo, and then, well, I'll say the third one is the Super Hornet for any of the combat mission stuff. So here is the Constellation Aquila. And I mean, how cool would it be in Elite Dangerous to walk out and get into your ship this way? Just never happens. So we've got the power turned off right now, so it's pretty dark in here. But yeah, you can see how it's very, like, just this area is pretty much identical to the Constellation Phoenix, as is the bridge, though it's colored a little bit differently. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get into the pilot seat here. And I'm just going to power, well, I'm going to power it up to flight ready, might as well. But that'll turn on, that'll turn everything on, so I don't need my, you know, my helmet light. Now on the Aquila, the lower turret is a gun turret. The upper turret is actually a sensor turret, which I actually didn't realize when I first bought it. So as much as I like the Aquila, I don't like that it's doesn't have an upper gun turret. Yeah, this is essentially my cargo bay. And like when you buy cargo at outposts and things like that, you'll actually see the boxes fill up the bay. We've got our spare missile racks here. There is a airlock on either side, which is pretty cool. And then, yeah, when we go to the back, there's our Kruger P-52 Merlin. Enjoyed the stream so far. Gonna go watch a movie. Thank you for the info and chatting. No problem, Josh. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon. All right, so I'm gonna bring up. Let's see. Oh, I've already got the communications menu. So we'll request takeoff. Just wait for the bay doors to open above us. And we want to make sure that our flight reticle is straight ahead when we lift off here. So I'm holding the space bar.
Collision alert. Starboard.
There is not.
Thank you for your patronage.
Okay, I'm gonna put the bring the landing gear up.
Landing gear raised.
And it's a little hard to see since we're since it's at night, but we're just gonna fly underneath the Hurston building here, which will be kind of cool. Oh, there's the restricted zone, so we have to keep above that. Kevin, oh gosh, whoa. You can see all the gold plating on the building there, which is really pretty at different times of day. Let's see, I was afraid you may have been without power since you didn't stream this yesterday. Yeah, I just wasn't really in a big streaming mood. I don't know, I was kind of feeling a little down yesterday. I had kind of cabin fever-y. Because, you know, we got snowed in last weekend, got snowed in this weekend, and I don't know, I just didn't really feel like streaming when it came time to streaming last night. You should see me, barely see me sitting in there. All right. Oh, I can't wait till the new flight model comes out in March. Alright, so basically right now we're pretty much climbing straight up with Hurston in the background. Looks like the sun might start coming up here. Oh, we're above the cloud layer there. But yeah, I mean, if I had like if I had friends with me, they could climb in my upper or lower turret. The upper turret doesn't really have too much of a function in the game right now because it's a sensor turret, and we don't really have too much of a use for an exploration vessel at this time. But you know, here in a couple years, probably once the game goes live and you actually have to use your sensors to discover new jump points and things like that, then yeah, it'll become a pretty big deal. Am I still snowed in? Well, we got about 3 inches of snow last night, so it's not like it's, you know, it's not like there's like 3 feet of snow and we literally can't go anywhere. But it's colder than, you know what? I'm not going to go anywhere if I don't have to. All right, so let's hold down these afterburners. Okay, we're coming up on 30,000 meters. And as we go up, we're constantly accelerating, albeit kind of slowly. Once we get up above about 40 or even 50,000 meters, it'll really start to you know, we'll really start climbing out pretty quick then. There's 50,000 meters now. And 60,000. How cold is it? I'm in Michigan and it's 8 degrees. Let me look. It is 7 degrees here. It's supposed to get down to like -6 or 7 tonight, I think. So pretty freaking cold. Okay, we're up to almost 85,000 meters, so we're almost out of the atmosphere. And we are out. And now we'll really start accelerating. Now again, when the new flight model comes out in March, or probably most people are thinking it's going to be towards the end of March, a lot of this is going to change. So we might be able to get out of the atmosphere a lot faster. We're just not sure yet. Mercenary. Okay, so we'll accept that mission. Let's see where we have to go. Oh, back to Breckenridge, huh?
Quantum drive.
Whee! Oh, there we go. Now we can kind of finally see the light. Now, if I had a buddy with me and he was like running around in the front of the pilot and navigation chairs, we could actually see this from outside the ship. I mean, everything is there's nothing in the game that, as far as I'm aware of so far, there's nothing in the game that's actually instanced where, you know, you're the only, or your group are the only people there. I mean, if other people were to fly up and take a look at the ship, they would see, you know, the same thing that I am. It's pretty cool. Why does the altitude meter keep stopping? Well, right now we're in space, so we don't have an altitude. You can see kind of above on the left side, you can see kind of like the white graph, and it says it's at like 820, 840, 850, 860. That's actually my speed in meters per second. Now we're hitting the atmosphere. Now you can see current altitude, 91,000, 90,000, and so we're descending, you know, as fast as I can go, so I can get down to this point. So now we're just in re-entry. And it's kind of cool, like when you go to different planets, it's almost like the color of the constellation changes depending on the planet and what type of light is being filtered through it. Like sometimes it looks black, sometimes it looks dark gray, sometimes it just looks flat gray. Like here it kind of looks like this lime green color when it's exposed to direct sunlight. Other times it almost looks like a more of a turquoise color. It's pretty neat. Oh. Random Video Maker, hello. So the game looks... Oh, so it looks like the game uses the term orbit like they use it in Star Trek. Rather than actually orbiting the planet, you just seem to just go outside the atmosphere and that's it. Yes, kind of. But, I mean, that's the way most space games do it, because if you had to maintain orbit like Kerbal Space Program, it would be, you know, I think it would be more of an exercise in boredom, because you're going to waste so much time just trying to get in orbit, to maintain orbit, just to get around to the other side of the planet, to drop out of orbit. And I mean, to some people it would be pretty cool, but, you know, it kind of assumes, like the game kind of assumes, as does Star Trek, I think, that, you know, your ship has the capability to maintain a kind of a like a geostationary orbit without actually falling out of orbit. Do I play Star Trek Online? I used to years ago, and I had to stop. It's just, no. Uh-oh, there's somebody down here already. Oh, and he's in a...
Collision alert. Port.
Whoa.
Collision alert. Front. Collision alert.
And I'm just gonna leave my ship powered up. He's gonna get all the hostiles, I think. Yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna bother. Cause he's down to 3 of 8.
Takeoff complete.
All right, let's get out of here then.
Landing gear ready.
Contract failed. Okay, so let's bring up another contract. Oh man, the Mobi Glass has really been working very well recently. Alright, let's accept Call to Arms. I kind of was thinking I should do that one, but I didn't. Go to HDSF Hiram, or Hiram. How do you say that? Hiram? Hiram? I can't remember exactly why I stopped playing Star Trek Online. Probably because it wasn't anything like Star Trek, or it definitely was not Star Trek in the way that I wanted Star Trek to be. Star Trek Bridge Commander. It's like Star Trek The Next Generation game that was out, I think, back in the late 90s, or might have been early 2000s, called Bridge Commander. Was probably the best Star Trek game ever made. It was absolutely incredible. Matt's got to run to get ready for work. Thanks for everything. Well, thank you, Matt. Thank you so much for becoming a member and supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. And hopefully we will see you very soon. Hoy says, does the game take your ship's mass into consideration while you climb at 90 degrees, or can you accelerate faster at a shallower angle? It does. Like for right now, like I'm holding the afterburners down, but we are basically barely climbing out. Actually, it's almost like it's not kicking the afterburners on. Why am I not getting afterburner?
Engines are off. Engines are on. Engines power is low.
There we go. Why? Great. Oh, that's the sun. I was like, wait, where did the lighting come from?
Engines are off.
No, they're not.
Engines are on.
No.
Engines are off. Engines power is low. Engines are on.
Thank you.
Engines are off.
Okay, why?
Engines are on.
Why
Engines
is?
power is low.
Why is it on that? Huh, that's something new. Oh, I can feel the. Remember where I told you guys this is still early alpha? I'm just typing in the channels. Okay, now I can hear the afterburners kicking on. Jonathan says, bye, need his bed. Thanks for the tour. You're welcome. I bought a Founders Edition lifetime membership when Star Trek Online came out. It was great for the first 6 months. The away missions felt like such... yeah, exactly. Like the first 6 months were, wasn't so bad, and then it got... Well, they went to free-to-play. Because I think I bought a lifetime subscription too, and then they're like 6 months later, they're like, oh, we're going to go free play. And I'm like, well, then what did I just... spend? I'm trying to remember how much it was. It was like $200 or something like that. And I actually called and complained, and they gave me a refund, minus the like the monthly subscription fee. What do you think you're doing, Dave? All right, so we're almost out. They gave the board rate. Yeah, it's been so long since, because literally once I got the refund for my founders package, because I basically told them, I'm like, look, you know, you advertised that this was the way the game was going to be played. Now everybody has access to all this stuff, and I honestly want my money back. And you know, it's like I feel ripped off here. And they did. They gave me they gave me all my money back except for like whatever the monthly subscription fee would have been. And so I can't remember. It's been like, seems like 10 years ago now. When did that game come out? It seems like it's been a long time. Jordan Nichols, hey Brad, haven't seen this game before. Heard about it a lot. I watched your farming simulator. I never can watch live. I'm about 4 episodes behind and I still need to catch up. Well, welcome aboard, Jordan. We're going to try to get back down to the planet here and do some hostile eliminations. If we can get around there. I might end up switching back over.
Bottom drive is now on.
I might end up switching back over to my oh, look at the lighting. Oh, it's so freaking awesome. I might switch back over to my Super Hornet. I don't know. 2009, 2000. Yeah, it seems about right. But I was so disappointed. I think if they had made it more like Bridge Commander, it would have been way better. But I mean, it was basically just like, you know,
Bottom drive is now off.
Get into combat from time to time. What in the heck is going on here? Oh, not this again. Sometimes your forward momentum gets confused. Yeah, here's the momentum reticle, this cross here. So then you have to like flip back around until everything realigns and then you're good to go. Okay. So yeah, I'm holding my afterburners down. We're up to 700 meters per second. I just want to get up to maximum velocity by the time, you know, we hit atmosphere. The atmosphere won't really start to slow us down until we get down to, I think, around 50 or 60,000 feet. Bye, going to make dinner, liking your DeLorean build videos. Thank you, Matthew. I'm having a blast making it. I actually just got some more batteries so that I could test out the electronics on it. So I finally got the internal part of it to light up. So that was kind of cool. So we're at 985 meters per second, which is the maximum speed for the constellation Aquila, at least in this build, and we're still not slowing down. So we're down to about 53,000 meters. Okay, now, yeah, right around 43,000 is when now we're seeing the speed drop off, and that's actually because the atmosphere is getting thicker the further down we go. Is it an RC car? No, it's just a model, but it's a very highly detailed model. and it weighs a ton. My mom was over at my house this past week, and she's like, "What is that thing?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just like a model." And she's like, "Well, what are you gonna do with it?" And I'm like, "Build it." And she's like, you know, she kind of, you know, I've always enjoyed, you know, building models and things like that throughout my life, and she kind of just doesn't understand that, I guess. And she was kind of like, ugh. And so I just had the top part of it, which is like the upper frame, not even the lower frame, because she probably wouldn't be able to hold it up. And so I was like, feel how heavy this is. And so she picked it up, and she's like, oh my gosh. I think when it's all set, like when it's completely finished, it's going to weigh like 25 pounds, I think. So not light at all. All right, so I'm not seeing any other enemy ships. Otherwise, I'd see like a little indicator there. We need to find a good place to land. I'm going to put my landing gear down here in just a moment. We're going to come in here. Landing gear's coming down.
Landing gear deployed.
I just need to find like a ridge or something. Now, this ship that I'm in right now is a monster.
Collision alert.
Oh.
Front. Collision alert. Port. Collision
Oh,
alert.
oh.
Rear landing complete.
Yeah.
Takeoff complete. Collision alert. Low.
Let's see if I can kind of... See, this is where having like a little buggy or something in my ship would be really convenient. Let's see, how far are we over there? 500 meters. Okay.
Collision alert. Low.
Probably land right up here.
Collision alert. Starboard. Collision alert. Low. Landing complete.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the engines off.
Engines are off.
Because sometimes every once in a while, it'll actually, your ship will take off and hover about 10 meters above the ground, and then you can't get to it and you're stuck. So that's always fun. Alright, we're gonna put that up there. So this is a part of a planet that's kind of like, just has junk, it's like a junkyard biome, which is kind of cool. Ooh, look, garbage flying around. And I'm assuming once the salvage engine comes out, this will probably be one of the biomes that you'll be able to go to collect and process salvage from. But we won't know until it comes out. All right, 200 meters to go. Okay, objective complete. No! Don't shoot at my Connie. I don't think they can hit it. I think she's far enough over the edge to, you know, for that not to be an issue. All right, let's see how much. Okay, all of our weapons are all ready to go. The Constellation's got some pretty decent shields on it, but you know, you never know. Never know what might happen. Alright, so we got to kill 4 guys in here. I'm scared. No, I'm really not. Wah! What the heck was that guy doing? Oh, there he is. Ooh, I shot him right in the ding dong. He's like, oh, right in the apple bags. That's what you get. Come after me and I'll shoot you right in the apple bags. Supply station. Oh, look, supplies. Well, guys, I think that's about kind of what I was wanting to show you tonight. Just doing some of the, you know, the single player. You can actually do these missions multiplayer as well, but the I don't think the multiplayer works quite. Well, actually, the multiplayer works fine. It's the getting paid part that isn't really implemented yet. But, you know, this is, you know, just a few months ago, we didn't have these types of missions. So, you know, they're adding new content like this to the game all the time and more features. And, you know, we're just getting an idea of how in-depth this game really is. I mean, it's just going to be freaking absolutely amazing when it, you know, when the time comes that it is done. Up there's one of the moons. I don't know if that's Ariel up there, but that's a moon that we can actually travel to if we want to and land on. Pretty sure that's Ariel. That big pipe reminds me of the derelict alien spacecraft from the old Alien movies. I bet it really stinks out here with all this garbage, because look at all this stuff. Are all those things plastic bottles? That's what it looks like. Either plastic bottles or bits of conduit. And like bottle caps all over the place. Maybe they're trying to make a political statement. So, this is an all-human game like EVE Online is? Or are there other races? Oh, all human. No, there's actually an alien race. There might even be more than one alien race. I haven't really delved into the lore of Star Citizen that much, because that part of it doesn't really interest me so much. I'm just... You show me an awesome spaceship and I get soggy in the wing-wang area, if you know what I mean. I'm totally like spaceships and I'm there. But no, there's going to be I know there's at least one alien race in the game. But like, you know, go and watch Star Citizen, like the Star Citizen trailer. Or not Star Citizen, I'm sorry, Squadron 42. Go watch the Squadron 42 trailer. Now, Squadron 42 is basically a single-player version, and it based in this universe, the same universe. And by playing Squadron 42 and by getting to certain points in Squadron 42, you're actually going to be able to unlock certain things on your Star Citizen account, which is kind of cool. And even if you even if you don't, you know, buy a bunch of ships with real cash, you can actually whoa, that was close. You can actually unlock, you know, different ships by playing Squadron 42. And at the end of Squadron 42, you'll actually be able to take your Squadron 42 character into Star Citizen, which is also pretty cool. And I haven't really decided yet. Maybe sometime down the line, maybe I'll buy another account just for Squadron 42, so that I can have like one account where I've got like, you know, a bunch of cool ships and stuff, but then I have another account where, you know, I can kind of start from scratch and go from there. CYH5, hey, how's it going? Man, why is it so freaking hot in here? I mean, I know my AC's on, or, you know, my heating's on, but man, I've got the emergency heat turned on tonight because it's supposed to be so darn cold. I'm well, and you, Brad? I'm just kind of meh today, I think. Yesterday, I was kind of feeling the same way. Like part of me, I was wanting to live stream yesterday, and then I was just kind of like, I don't know, I just wasn't really in the mood. And I was kind of feeling the same way tonight as well, but I kind of, at the same time, I was like, you know, I really want to get on and do it, but then another part of me is like, no, you don't. And I think it's just, you know, I kind of get this way, you know, in the middle of winter, just because, I don't know, maybe I'm getting old and I don't like cold weather. You know, I don't really tolerate cold weather as much anymore like I used to. Whoa, what in the world is that? I don't know what that was. Let's just get our afterburners, try to get us up to speed here. So what I'm going to do now, I think we're kind of change it up a little bit. Maybe show you some mining. I know some of you guys might have seen it already. I actually haven't played around with mining at all in this build yet, so we're going to go see how much we can mine for. I'm up to $45,912, which is pretty good. Earlier today, I think, really today before I started off, daggone it. Before I started doing the single player missions, I only had like, you know, to get the weapons, the armor, you know, I was only down to like 2,500 UEC, so I was pretty poor. I was not in a good place. See, it's like my... Well, no, I guess the afterburners are working because I'm speeding up. Alright, so I'm just going to hold the afterburner, which is my left shift button, down. Well, there comes the sun over the horizon. No! See the sun coming up over the horizon back there? Awesome! Viper Media Production, does your computer have? Oh, how many cores doesn't your computer have? It doesn't have 1, 2, 4, or 6 cores. Your specs don't say. Well, my specs say that I've got an Intel i7 5960X. That is actually an 8-core processor. And if you give me just a second, I'll see what my CPU utilization is. Bear with me. All right, I just turned on the CPU utilization meter here, so we'll kind of look around the game a little bit. Oh, look at that. That's freaking beautiful. Screenshot. I wonder if I can back away from this anymore. Wish I could get... No. Still, that's pretty cool. Here we go. They really need to work on the camera, the in-game camera. All right, so we're up to 80,000 meters. Let's see. Generally, it looks like I'm about at 54, 56, probably above, probably up around 65, 70% CPU utilization. Now, also, you guys got to remember, I'm also live streaming at 60 frames a second, which takes up a huge amount of CPU utilization as well. But generally, I don't have any problems with CPU, you know, bottlenecking the game or anything like that. I have a 6-core and only 8 gigs of RAM. Upgrade, well, is it a 6-core Intel or is it a 6-core AMD? Because if it's a 6-core AMD, it might as well be a dual-core Intel. Intel and AMD cores are not made equal. The biggest thing with Star Citizen that you can do to increase performance is, one, get 16 gigs of RAM. It requires 16 gigs. They tell you that. And when you start the game, a lot of times it'll actually come up and be like, yeah, you need to have more RAM. Not exactly like that, but it'll actually, you know, give you a notification that you should probably have a lot more RAM than you do. All right, so let's turn around here. Where is Lorville? Oh, there it is. Lorville is the icon that looks like a little home plate.
Quantum Drive is now.
All right. It's an Intel i7 6-core. Newer AMD CPUs they are in multi-core performance, but not in single-core performance. See, AMD is making CPUs with more cores, you know, leading people to believe that, you know, having more cores is better when it's really not. How many frames per second am I getting right now? I really don't know.
Is now off.
Oh, you know what? I think my monitor has a frame rate counter built in. Let me see if I can access it. on now. Oh, that's turbo mode. Yes, I definitely want that. Wait a second here. Exit. Nope, that's just turbo mode. Timer oh, here it is. FPS counter. Boom. 43, 44, 42. Oh, great. Now I can't get this off the screen. So about 40 to 45 frames a second right here. Now, other places I might get 60 or 70 frames a second. And then in even other places, I might even get worse. Hold on, let me bring this back up again. Okay, now it's all the way up. All right, so we're going to head back down to Lorville and land. And then we're going to jump in the Prospector and maybe do some mining. Another reason too why I'm generally, I would say when I'm just playing by myself, I get probably 55, 60 or so frames a second, maybe 65. So again, sometimes, you know, I'm getting like 80, 85. But because I'm live streaming and I'm doing so on the same PC, that takes a lot of processing power away from the game, and that's probably another reason why I'm getting lower FPS. But, you know, the game's perfectly playable. And I would say generally I don't really notice the frame rate. There are times when I do, and I can definitely be like, oh man, we're down into the, you know, the 20s or something like that. But generally, no, it's pretty good overall. Especially compared to how badly the game ran a year ago. They've been making all kinds of optimizations, which is really making a huge, huge difference. Yeah, that really RAM and making sure that Star Citizen is installed on a solid state drive. If you don't have an SSD, like, it's time to get one. Like, it's 2019. People really need to be converting from a traditional hard drive to a solid state drive. Now, I still use traditional hard drives, but only for backup. Any programs that I actually run are all on solid state drives now. Just buy a 1 terabyte, get it over with, and you're going to be good for a long time. Okay. So I'm going to slow down just a little bit. We're going to be coming into... Okay, there's Lorville landing service. Let's see if we can request a pad here. There we go. I don't see it. My Aurora is still on the pad down there. Ah, there we go. Now there's another player leaving right there. And another one over there. Whoa! Oh, that's not good.
Collision alert. Low. Landing gear.
Oh, this is gonna hurt. Oh my gosh!
Start. Landing complete. Take off complete.
No way.
Collision alert. Rear landing complete.
Oh my gosh, I forced my way into that hole. That was freaking scary. Okay, why can't I move? There we go.
Port landing complete.
Come on, take off. Okay, I better not. Let's just power off.
Engines are off.
Phew. I'm still running off a tape drive. No, you're not. Yeah, now I'm like right down around 30 frames a second, but there's a lot of lighting. There's like that light, that light, that light, and you can see the multiple shadows that all the lighting is creating. Again, I'm running off an Intel i7 5960X. It's an 8-core processor, 3.5 gigahertz, and I've got 16 gigs of RAM, a 1 terabyte solid-state drive, and a GeForce GTX 1080. I'd probably see about maybe a 20 to 30% increase if I were to upgrade to like a GTX 2080. Probably about a 25% increase with a 2080, and about a 30% increase if I went up to a 2080 Ti. But the 2080s are just way too overpriced. I mean, $1,400 is just absolutely, NVIDIA should be ashamed of themselves. You gotta be joking. Next weekend, they're saying another snowstorm. Ugh. I'm totally ready for spring. March cannot get here fast enough. All right. Did you see the new?
Unfortunately, our automated system is unable to access that ship at this time. We apologize for any inconvenience.
What?
Please try again later, or select a different ship.
What? This prospector. I'm gonna guess it's on pad 4. Well, AMD CPUs are always cheaper than Intel, but they're single. I guarantee you, multi-core performance, they can probably be competitive, but single-core performance, Intel still wipes the floor with them. They just do. And back when I used to run AMD processors, I used to have all kinds of weird problems that you just don't have with Intel. And I just will not go back to AMD probably ever again. For that reason alone. Especially their video cards, yikes. GPU, not CPU. Well, the GPUs are always cheaper, and I don't think they've really ever had a GPU that would even compete with NVIDIA. And then you got to deal with Then you got to deal with driver problems and all kinds of weirdness happening. I'll just never do it again. I mean, if you're on a budget and you can't, afford an NVIDIA, then by all means go Intel. But I'll never do it again. Do we? Yeah, I'm definitely team green. It's not that the it's not that I'm trying to formulate my thought here because I'm thinking of about three things at one time. It's not that they need competition. It's that the Bitcoin miners are like buying up all the cards, and so NVidia is artificially inflating the price of their cards, and then, you know, resellers are often inflating them even more because they know that they can get the price. Okay, this isn't it. Where is my prospector? And why is my Aurora still on the pad? And then, you know, it's just Intel has such better integration with, you know, game developer, or not Intel, AMD. No, gosh, NVIDIA has much better integration with like game developers, and, you know, providing game ready drivers so that you get really good support. I don't know. Team Green. I mean, but you do pay for the performance. And I don't really need it. I think the GTX 1080s are great for my needs. And if they could get the 2080s down to $699, I'd buy one of those. But there's no way I'm going to spend $1,400 on one. That's just ridiculous. Have I looked at Anthem? What's that? I guess not. Yeah, it is the law of supply and demand. No. Well, where the heck are my ships? Ooh, look at this guy's armor. Trying to like push him around. Darn it. It's like playing football. Okay, so if it's not there, well, we've only got 3 more that we can check. Wait, which one? I wonder if I can look at the window out here and tell. Nah, I don't think they have numbers on them. Darn it. Oh, Anthem. Yeah. Nah. Doesn't look interesting to me. Right now I know Newegg has a special on GTX or RTX 2080 cards, where if you buy one, you get, I think, Battlefield 5 and Anthem for free, but it's like, I don't want either of those games, so just give me, like, you know, $150 off on the card and, you know, call it a day, but... Yay, my prospector! Yay, finally. So for, you know, not being able to put it on the pad, it's definitely there. Let's see if it'll or ladder kill me. Let's see. Enter ship. Yay! I didn't get ladder killed. Okay. Jeez. All that just to find my prospector. Ugh.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems on.
You are cleared for liftoff.
Okay.
Launch sequence complete. Rear collision. Front collision. Landing gear up.
Please visit us again. Remember, if you're contemplating a career change, you should contact one of Hurston's resource managers for information about exciting career opportunities.
Right, right. I love these, like, shadows. I don't know what that's all about. I just love the shadows on these things. Vester Silva. Hey, Vester, how you doing? How many members? We picked up another one tonight. Matt 80817, and let me see here. What are we up to? Like 8 or something like that? 9 maybe? 8 members. So slowly but surely. Wait, who's Shirley? Oh, that was totally a dad joke. Yeah, slowly but surely we're gonna hopefully make our way up to 50, and once we do, I think I might have a. I'm gonna check to see if there's like a way that I can automatically add members to like a members only chat in Discord, and maybe we can do like some voting for members. I just kind of have to see what all is available. Oh, here's the. Are these the? Wait a second. Why is this not working? Oh, there it goes. What? We just get a new Reese Wall just subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. So what we're going to do here is I think I'm going to fly out to Ariel, and we're going to see if we can, you know, find some, you know, rich sources of Bexalite and see if I can at least do one decent mining run. We'll see what happens there. Almost out of the atmosphere. This is always like the most painful time. Yeah, see, like right now I'm getting like 64, 62, 61, 63, 60, 62. Like it looks like I'm hovering between like maybe 59 and 63 or 4. 65 there, 66, 65, 66, 64, 62. Oh, I saw like a 12 in there for a second. Don't want to see that. Oh, look how pretty. Looking back towards Lorville, though, it's dropping down into the mid-40s. Looking towards the sun, we're up in the 60s. Even with all these beautiful reflections. Oh, look at those reflections. What do you think of the RTX 260? It's actually not as powerful as the GTX 1080. So for its price, I don't really think it's worth it. Yes, I am playing 1440. Stream is downscaled to 1080p. And I think I might be running that way for the time being because we were having so many problems with streaming at 1440. You got to remember, like, 1080p is around 2K. It's right around 2 million pixels. Streaming at 1440 is almost it's basically going up to about 3.6 to 3.7 million pixels. So it's, you know, not quite double the amount of pixels, but getting pretty close to that. All right, let's see here. Where are we? What is that? Is that Crusader? Where? No. Ah. Is that? No, that's Ida. Where's Ariel? Oh, way over on the other side of the planet. Well, let's go up to outer marker 1. Let's see if that'll give us line of sight to Ariel.
Quantum travel complete.
There's Ariel. Now again, this is the planet, or Ariel's technically a moon, but this is the moon that you know, we saw from the surface a little bit ago.
Travel engaged.
And now we're, you know, quantum traveling. Whoa! We did get some pretty big pausing there.
Quantum travel complete.
Ah. Get back over here. Let's kind of head down in this direction, I think. I just really like this little ship. Actually, all the MISC ships are pretty cool because they're kind of like, you know, you can really tell they're like the workhorse ships, just the way they're designed. And the way their panels and everything like that. Even though you're buying them, I guess, quote unquote new, they still show like they're aged a little bit. Well, let's see. It is 80 degrees here in my office. Probably a combination of air conditioning and my CPU, or GPU. See if I can open up my door a little bit just to get some fresh air in here. Woo! I can almost feel the cold air rushing in. But that's good. Oh man, I'm gonna crack my door a little bit because I'm starting to sweat like Michael Jackson in a preschool. And you know that can't be good. Man, we're still not down in the atmosphere yet. Now, Ariel has a pretty shallow atmosphere. I want to say it's only like, well, air conditioning, like, you know, like air and heat. Like the way my air conditioner works is you set the temperature and it, you know, turns heat or cold on depending on, you know, what your temperature is and what it's, you know, sensing. Okay. We look at the surface features. Ooh, and Ariel is like a really hot planet. Oh, look at my shadow on the right. Oh, that's so cool. Ooh, we already got some. Actually, this right here might be one. Yep.
Front collision.
It's got some Becks in it, but it's not very much.
Deck collision.
Like I kind of want to see Bexelite concentrations above 6%, because that might give us 2.9%.
Front collision.
Powering up my mind and laser. We're not under attack, silly Willy.
Scan complete.
See, I don't need this rock. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh, good. That went quick. See, that's only got like 0.15%, so that's like next to nothing. Do ships use fuel? Yes, they do. Some ships like this one, and depending on the planet you're on, you can actually scoop hydrogen fuel for your thrusters and stuff, but you cannot scoop quantum fuel. That's actually like a special fuel, which is used for like the quantum drive, for quantum travel, or to actually jump from a one star system to another.
Scan complete.
Okay, that one's useless. There's a little rock down here.
Scan
That
complete.
doesn't have
Scan
anything.
initiated.
And then the last one is at least that's above ground.
Scan
Doesn't
complete.
have anything. Okay. Now the sad thing is like there's rocks underground, because you can see there's one that's 18 meters, another one that's 17 meters that are actually below the surface, and sometimes those actually contain the best concentrations of minerals, which really sucks when you can't get to them. I had one rock one time, it was like 70% Bexolite or something like that, and I couldn't get to it. And it was like a pretty big rock too. And I bet just that one rock was probably worth 20 to 25,000 UEC.
Scan complete.
That I do not want. Oh, there's another rock right here.
Front collision. Mining mode off.
How do you mine underground? Right now, you can't. So that's why it's frustrating.
Front collision. Deck collision.
Whoa! Okay, nothing. Looks like there's something way over there. I can't wait till they have like mining vehicles, like an actual vehicle that you can drive on the ground with like a mining laser on it. That'll be even, I don't know. I for some reason I just think that's going to be really cool, even though it might not be that cool. And no Bexolite. .58. That's not too. That was better than the other rock.
Port collision. Caution. Front collision.
We're not going to collide into anything. There we go. 1.46 to 22.83. So this rock is definitely going to have some good deposits of Bexolite. So you can see the total mass is just under 2,000. I don't know if that's kilograms. 1%, 1.46% of the total rock is made up of Bexolite, but a lot of times we can get that down. Oh, it's really hard to see the rock energy levels sometimes. I can't even imagine playing this game and being colorblind. Back off the power a little bit, actually quite a bit. Might be a little bit too. No. Now you can see over on the right where the fracturing sensor is. We're at 80, almost 90%, and it's boom. Basically, you want to get that fracturing up to 100% in order to crack the rock open. And then it'll divide it into smaller pieces.
Scan complete.
Alright, so that top part is quartz. I don't need quartz. I just need to be rid of it. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. No. Okay, good. Whew. Are there a limited amount of resources? No, not really.
Scan complete.
you can just keep going. I mean, it's like a whole planet you can explore, whole moons. There's asteroid fields. I mean, you can spend hours going through asteroid fields, you know, just looking for, you know, mineable rocks and things like that. So, you know, generally, no, it's, you know, you don't run into the problem of running out of things to mine. At least not that I've experienced. Dang it! I think this is going to be a rock. I think that really nice rock's going to be underground here. We don't have any Becks in this one either. Really lucky on this end rock here. Now 5.6. Let's go ahead and get this. No.
Mining mode off. Scan initiated.
Did you see all the different rocks though?
On. Extraction on.
What's my favorite part of the game? I actually really enjoy mining. Like, I think if the mining system were better, and you know, we had refining in the game and things like that, I think it's even going to be better down the road.
Scan complete. Fracturing mode.
But I mean, sometimes it's fun just to go out and explore the map as well, or try to get your rover into one of your ships to go fly somewhere, and I think that's a lot of fun too. Shields are not under attack.
Scan complete.
There's just nothing in this rock either. Ooh, I do see a couple other rocks which are... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. No, please. Ooh. Okay, I still see the above ground bits. Sometimes that'll kill the above ground bits, and that's not what you want.
Front collision. Scan complete.
Back on it. There's like a little bit right there. Vexilite 2%, not that much, but I'll take it.
Mining mode off.
Ah.
Extraction mode on. Mining mode on. Scan initiated.
Ah. Oh, come on, stay on the rock. It's like every once in a while there's like a little wind current or something that like pushes me off target here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is that a part of the rock there?
Caution. Front collision.
This is, I know.
complete. Mining mode off.
See, like, look, if I look at this rock, which is like 20 meters underground, it's going to be like 100% Bexalite. Yeah, look at that. Up to 3.61 to 32% Bexalite. That one's Hephaestonite or whatever it is. That one's all quartz. Now it could be up to 10% Bexalite on that one. Oh, and that's the, okay. So if we go to fracture mode, what the heck? Whoa.
Mining mode off.
Wow, that blew us way off track there.
Front collision.
So see, if we come down here though,
Front collision. Deck collision.
ah,
Starboard collision.
put my landing gear down here.
Landing gear down.
See, that almost looks like a piece of the rock.
On. Extraction mode.
But nothing's coming out of it.
Scan complete.
But yeah, see, we can't even scan, we can't even target the other rocks because they're beneath the surface. And that's the frustrating part.
Mode off.
Alright, so let's continue on.
Deck collision. Rear collision.
Oh, stop with the collisions. Underground deposits are where surface-based mining would make sense, I would guess. Land drop-off. I mean, you could do the same thing with the ship, too. You would just have to, like, land first so that you could, like, maybe put in a mining drill or something.
Scan complete.
Yeah, we got some Bexalite here. Let's back off a bit.
Mining mode.
But I really do enjoy mining. I mean, even though it's kind of frustrating right now, when you do find a good deposit, it is kind of a rewarding experience. And plus, actually having to control the mining laser beam is a lot of fun. Now, it is probably a little bit easier to mine at night because then you can actually see everything on your screen a lot easier. Whee!
Scan complete.
Alright.
Scan initiated.
So always check the ends here. Oh, wait a second.
Scan initiated. Scan complete.
0.8% Bex, not really worth it. Yeah, these are just such small quantities that it doesn't even really make sense to even try to dig it, I don't think.
Caution. Front collision.
But I mean, like my favorite part of the game is just,
Caution. Starboard collision.
I mean, it's just a combination of like the graphics, you know, the future persistence, you know, you can play with all your, you know, your friends. Oh, come on, what's going on here? Why does it keep stopping? Stop it.
Starboard collision.
Okay, nothing I want anyway. All right.
Caution. Front collision.
And I don't know, maybe it's a bit of nostalgia too. I mean, Squadron 42 is kind of like the spiritual successor to Wing Commander, you know, the old Wing Commander franchise. Chris Roberts, the guy that's doing Star Citizen and Squadron 42, did the original Wing Commander games, and those were like amazing, groundbreaking games. He also did Privateer 1 and 2, Freelancer, probably, you know, several other games as well that are, you know, just really, really good. Wait, those are the ones we've already been to. Okay. And so, you know, the vision of the game is something that I really strongly believe in personally, just because I know what Chris Roberts is capable of. You know, if he's willing to push the limits of what you can do in a game, you know, it's just amazing. The other thing that I really like is there aren't any instanced areas, at least not that I'm aware of. Come on now. Yeah, the old Tiger's Claw back in the early 90s. Yep. And actually, the new main military carrier they're basically what are called Bengal class carriers. And that's kind of a throwback to the Kilrathi, who are basically just like humanoid Bengal tigers. Well, actually, I guess they were like lions and tigers and, well, not bears, unfortunately, or maybe that's fortunate. Wait, are my gears still down? Oh, my landing gear is still down. I'm like, why am I going so slow?
Landing gear up.
Why does this strike me as a good place to mine? There's nothing around here, Brad. Just these rocks. All right, let's head over here then. On my dad's 480. Yeah, I know. On my dad's 486. And later my own 486. Or maybe it's a 386. I can't remember the first computer that I built for myself that I actually bought and paid for. I think was a 380. It was either a, I don't know, it's been so long ago. I think it was a 386 DX33, and if it wasn't, it was a 486 DX4. Back when AMD processors did blow Intel's, or, you know, were competitive with Intel. If you remember those days, the 486, like the DX4 100s. Dang it. You had a DX4 100. Well, if it was up to 120, that was definitely overclocked. I don't know if I ever overclocked mine or not. I'm sure I must have. Ooh, look at the rock formation. That's just freaking awesome. Some stuff out here.
Front collision.
Up.
Deck collision.
Give me Bexalite.
Front collision.
There's Bex, it's just not high concentrations.
Front collision.
Oh, there it is. I was like, oh no, this one's going to be underground, and it was just hiding over the ridge.
Front collision.
That's what I want.
Front collision. Port collision.
Enough with your collisions. Oh, you're killing me. Thought I saw. Yeah, here we go. Whoa! Now there, okay, there's 3%. We might be able to get a, I don't know. Probably not going to be able to get a decent sized rock out of this, but we'll see. It was stock printed. Nice. I just don't remember I don't remember there being a DX4120. There may have been though. Ah! No. Uh-oh. There we go. Kind of back away from it a little bit. Bam, there we go. Alright. Did we like blow part of the rock apart?
Scan complete.
Wait, that was empty?
Scan.
Alright. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm surprised.
Shield charging.
Okay. I just want to see what this one is.
Scan complete.
Nothing that I want. But yes, I mean, if you're familiar with the old Wing Commander games, you know, this is like the spiritual successor to those. And that's like one of the reasons why I'm like so hardcore about this game, because it's kind of combining a lot of things that we're not going to get too much out of this one, but better than it, I guess. Get this little rock right here.
Scan complete.
All right, nothing.
Mining mode off.
Wait, was this the one I already scanned? Must have been.
Front collision. Front collision.
There's actually like a 1 hour gameplay trailer for Squadron 42 that came out, I think, back in the summer. And it's like the most amazing thing I've ever seen. It's that freaking cool looking. I saw that and I was like, Squadron 42, I am all in. Oh, this is only like 0.1%.
Scan complete.
Let's see what we get here. Nothing.
Scan complete.
Get this little end rock here, and if it doesn't have anything, we're moving on. Oh, Bexalite.
Complete. Extraction.
Not really what I want, but we're really not going to have that much Bexalite. You know, unless we get like a really good rock, I don't think we're going to get much more than like maybe like 4,000 or 5,000. UEC. You know, that's like some mining runs you get where'd the rock go? Oh, and then some rocks disappear on you, like this one obviously has. Yeah. Ooh, I love these mountains and stuff. Not even really mountains, they're just like little hills and whatnot. Oh, there's one straight ahead.
Front collision.
Come on now. There we go.
Front collision.
Give me like 100% Bexalite. Never happened.
Front collision. Front collision.
Whoa.
Deck collision. Front collision.
And I don't know, I don't understand why some of the sensor contacts have squares around them and others don't. That's another thing that they haven't really explained. It's not like we get a manual for this game or anything. Well, I guess in a couple years when they're, you know, fully released you will, but oh, I bet this is what. Oh, actually this rock's not too bad.
Scan initiated. Mining mode.
Or maybe it is. I almost feel like going back to asteroid mining around Selin or Yala. I guess it'd be Yala. Beck's there either. I have to look around, but I actually might still have my old DX4100 CPU around. Because I used it as a paperweight for years and years and years, but I just don't know if I still have it or not. Oh, there's Bexalite. Okay. If I can get like one more rock that's got a decent... I think we've already gone through. I think we've scanned this one already. Quiet. Boy, we're getting. I will say with 3.4, we are getting a lot more nodes than we used to. I mean, I used to fly around for like 5 minutes and not find like a single node to mine, you know, rock or whatever. And now we're getting like multiples, but you know, still like finding the good stuff. I mean, we could mine quartz and hephaestonite or whatever, hermaphrodite, whatever it is, and you know, you could make a little bit of money off it. But you know, if you get like a good load of Bexalite, you know, you might make 30 or 40,000 on a run, which is pretty good. I don't think we're gonna come anywhere close to that.
Scan complete. Scan complete. Scan complete.
Okay.
Scan initiated. Scan complete. Scan complete.
Let's get the far side over here.
Fuel at 75%. Scan complete. Hydrogen fuel at 75%. Mining mode off.
And nothing. Nothing.
Front collision. Deck collision.
And another invisible rock here.
Deck collision.
See now, like one of the cool things about this game, let's just land here. You know,
Landing successful.
it's not like a, you know, let me shut my engines off here.
Engines off.
You know, we're actually down on the surface of the planet, right? So, like, if I get up out of my seat, let's see if you can watch me getting out of my seat here. And I'm in third-person mode. But how do I get... Let's get back into first-person mode. Let's go ahead and exit the ship. Hopefully we don't die doing this. And there we are. We're actually down on the ground. And again, this isn't like a separate instance from inside the ship. It's all... Man, that's actually a really cool screenshot. Boop, screenshot. And you know, we can run around. Oh gosh, I'm only getting like 21 frames a second. 22. And I mean, like, you know, look at the, I don't know, the gases spraying out of these rocks. I mean, it's just freaking unbelievable. Oh yeah, I'm really getting frame rate loss here. Oh, it's like when I have diarrhea right there. Except, you know, imagine it being upside down. Where's my ship? Oh, look at the ship over there. And I mean, you know, we're not going to find anything out here, but it's just kind of cool to come and explore and, you know, see what the planet's all about. Jesse's like, TMI. Hey Dion, how's it going? Uh-oh, hold on a second, guys. Sorry about that. I had a phone call I had to take really quick. Anyway, yeah, I mean, it's just like really cool. And a lot of this is all procedurally generated. So, you know, once they get their procedural generation engines going, they're going to be able to create new planets and new star systems. And really the only thing that they're going to need to populate are probably like the larger cities. All right, let's get back on the ship. And let's hope that, I don't know if I've ever looked up in here before. Up in the landing gear well. All right. first I need to open the ladder, because I don't want to get ladder killed out here. Wait, where does this go up? Oh, okay. Huh, interesting. And now, enter ship. You can even do it from... Oh gosh! Oh, okay. All right, engines back on.
Engines on.
I don't know if they need to wait to power up. No, we're good.
Collision. Launch sequence complete.
Have I been over here?
Front collision.
Come on, nah.
Caution. Front collision.
There's a little bit of Bexalite. Wait, what's going on? Whoa, 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 whoa. Aye! Okay, let's try to get this back up. Put my gear down. There we go. Now we'll just leave it at this, around this power level. I might have to back it off just a little bit until the rock breaks. Ah! Why does it keep doing that? That wasn't even an overpower or an over... Okay, I'm just gonna have to wait until it calms down here. There we go. Or not.
Scan initiated.
Caution. Deck collision.
Scan complete.
I'm actually surprised that I'm not taking damage like I have in previous patches. Like when the rocks would explode, you used to really take a beating. Come on now.
Scan complete. Scan complete. Scan complete.
Nothing.
Caution. Front collision.
Scan complete.
Nothing. Alright. I think I've just about had it with mining for tonight.
Mining mode off.
So I think I'm gonna we're gonna head back to Hello. I guess we'll head back to Lorville, or Lorville, and cash out, see what we got. This planet must not really have much of an atmosphere because I'm only at 10,000 feet and I'm pretty much, you know, going full afterburner, which is about as fast as this ship will accelerate. It might accelerate a little bit faster. Once we get out of where it says current altitude, once that disappears, oh, like right there, now we're out of the atmosphere. And you can see Hurston, planet Hurston is just there on the left. You can kind of see the crescent shape of the Stanton star shining off of it. So we're just gonna go over there. Oh, come on.
Quantum travel engaged.
This will be kind of cool. Bye. A little bit jumpy there, but that'll improve, I think, as time goes on. It used to be even worse. Oh, look at the sun, or look at the star.
Complete.
It's not the sun because it's not the Sol system. All right, where is? There's Lorville, way over there.
Quantum travel engaged.
Boom. Not really a boom. Oh, look at the lighting. I still think that's so awesome. Did we just get a subscriber? Who just subscribed? They just unsubscribed because I just sang and they're like, oh my gosh, what did I just walk into?
Quantum travel complete.
Ooh, man, those... I must be lagging way behind. Oh, Ralph Norris. There we go. Thank you so much, Ralph. Welcome aboard. All right, so we're going to head down to Lorville here. I'm just going to afterburn, get up to top speed so we can make the descent as quick as possible. And wait, what's going on with my stream? Oh, there we go. That was weird. Look at me sitting up front there. I love how the glass is like completely impervious to, you know, the heating of re-entry. Maybe that's the shields. Maybe the shields do that. Oh, there you can see on the side. See the scoops? Those aren't thrusters. Those are actually like the hydrogen scoops. So those will actually scoop in hydrogen, almost kind of like a Bussard collector or a Bussard collector, however you say it. And it'll scoop in hydrogen. So depending on the type of planet you're at, you can refill your hydrogen thrusters. You just can't refill your quantum fuel thrusters, which is, you know, a big deal. All right, so we're about... It says my Aurora MR is still down on the pad. Which is kind of weird. So about 25 kilometers from there. Oh, let me make sure I've got the comm panel up. No, I don't want to power off. That would be quite not good. And there you can see this is the restriction zone. When you fly into those zones, you can actually kind of bump into them for a second, but if you don't get out of them, pretty much, you know, almost immediately, it's kind of insta-death, which is not good, obviously. Alright, so we should be in range. Yep, there we go. Lorville Landing Services.
We have a pad that's open.
You've got a pad that's open for me. And there you can see like the little wrench right there. That's where we have to head to. And the three upside down triangles, the green ones on the right there, that is the Mustang Beta, the Constellation Phoenix, and the Hammerhead over there. I don't know. Yeah, it can kind of zoom into them. Whoa, hold on. Let's come to a stop. And so if I were, whoops, let's go like full stop here. All right. So yep, those are the big ship here is the Hammerhead, and then the white one there, that's the Constellation Phoenix. And then now another cool thing is, like, let's say your buddies were down here and they're out on the pad. There goes somebody. Like, let's say your friends were out on the land, or out, you know, out here looking at, stay still, please. Stay still. There we go. Like, let's say they were out here running around. You would actually be able to see them, like, running around. I don't know if you can see NPCs, but player characters, you can actually see them running around, which is, like, pretty freaking cool. All right, where's my pad at? There we go. So I'm gonna lower my landing gear.
Landing gear down. Auto land on.
And we'll just do an automated landing here. There we are. And then the hangar doors are gonna close above us. Let's just go ahead and completely power down. Ugh. I think I need some dinner. All right. Next, we've got to go back over to the to Lorville Central, so that we can go into, or, well, we have to go to the administrator's office, because that's where the, I guess, the ore selling point is. So we'll do that as fast as we humanly possibly can. Just waiting for this door to open here. Ah, there we go. Ask and ye shall receive. They need to have elevator music. We totally need the girl from Ipanema on here. Welcome to Loreville. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to claim the Aurora. I'm not convinced that it's actually there. It's free, so I don't have to worry about that, but I just want it off the freaking pad. Why is it still on the pad? Ugh.
Please review the latest person log before entry. Ignorance is not a viable plan. Consider your fellow travelers. Do not lock doors.
Okay, what's he trying to say?
Now arriving from Metro Center. Now arriving from Metro Center. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding. Serious and dangerous offense.
All right. What is he trying to say? He's like, you are.
Person security reserves the right to search travelers at any time.
It doesn't say anything. It's just the guy's face pops up like he's talking to me. Train departing in 10 seconds. What's really cool is like you can see the other, the other train line that goes over the central district. Sometimes they get like synced up, like, uh-oh.
Do not lock doors.
Oh, don't tell me the server's going to be taking a crap. This is usually a bad sign when it says train departing in 0 seconds and then it doesn't depart. And of course, like if I jump off of it really quick and then the door's going to close. Oh, great. That means the server's probably taking a dump. Uh-oh.
Person security reserves the right to search travelers at any time.
I don't want to get off.
Be considerate to your fellow travelers.
Oh no, the server's taking a dump. No.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense.
Now is the other train gonna come? Now watch me get off. Oh yeah, the server, see how there's no, in this little yellow thing, there should be a number up here.
When train is approaching.
Yep, the server's pretty much Oh no, no! Hey Zach.
Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not lock doors.
Well, we're gonna have to go back to the main menu. I guess the good part about this is I won't have to take the train over to the central district. Oh, there's the reclaimer on the bottom right there, the really big ship out on the pad. That is the reclaim. Yep, there we go. There's the reclaimer. On the other big pad, that is the Starfarer, and I actually have both of those ships, so they're pretty cool. As much as I like the Starfarer, there's like the way they designed the inside of the Starfarer, it just does not make sense at all. There's like stairs all over the place, and there's like a lot of wasted room, and I hope that someday they do like another pass on the interior to kind of redesign it. I don't know if they will or not. Zach Thomas, did I say hi to you? If I didn't, I'm sorry. I saw you pop in, and I'm not sure I was saying it with my brain or my actual voice. So on a positive note, though, since we landed in our prospector, we should be able to recover the ore that we had in there. If not, oh, Zach says, yeah, you did. You're good. Phew. Nice. Wow. There we go. Ground floor. Oh, okay. Michael Reichard, have you ever played Subnautica? Yes. I've got, I think, 2 full playthroughs on my YouTube channel before. So we'll select a location. There's our MISC prospector. Wow, we only got 2,809 UEC. So yeah, we just didn't have enough Bexelite there. So not a great mining run, but you know, I think as the game progresses, I think they'll. Whoa! Wow, somebody really wanted something to drink. They wanted to get powered up. Pip's power up. Man, look at that. Look at the circuit board. Oh man, that's like the most ghetto placeholder image I think I've ever seen. It's like a module from like a 286 or something like that. You know what? Look at the number there. Is that a KI 5250J2? You know what? I bet if you took that number, or maybe it's KT. I bet if you played around with that number a little bit, you would be able to find out what that is, and you could probably find out what kind of circuit that is. Actually, there at the bottom, that black thing almost looks like an Ethernet connector. That's funny. I bet you like 90% of people out there would not even, they would see that and not even get it. But me being the nerd I am. Can players use minerals to craft anything? Crafting? No. I don't think there's going to be crafting in the game. There might be, but I don't think that's anything that's on the roadmap anytime soon. Yeah, Subnautica is awesome. And if you can play it in VR, it's like even awesomer. Ooh. There's the Hurston Dynamics building. That's where we're heading right now. I'm just gonna run over there really quick. Don't really need to. I don't need to. I just want to.
Trespassing or attempting to trespass on train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense. Now arriving. Stand by and let passengers disembark. Now arriving. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding. Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
Yeah, the mineral, like when you mine minerals, you can sell them directly Now, in the future, you're actually going to be able to take them to certain outposts to have them refined. And so once they're refined into a, a purer form, you'll obviously be able to get a lot more money for them as well. Now, as far as, I don't know if there's a refinery ship that you'll be able to buy. There might be. I'd have to actually look into it a little bit. But, yeah, that would be something that's part of the game. But as far as, like, actual crafting, like crafting weapons or, armaments or armor or whatever, I don't think that's going to be part of the game. Unless it's something that they add years from now. But I just don't think it's going to be. This is totally Blade Runner-esque here. Okay. Welcome to Central Business District. Well, thank you.
Hello. Gavin E. Hurston. Welcome to Lorville's Central Business District.
Let me scrape some of this gold off of here so I can now, this is the future. Gold's probably not worth all that much. Hi, my name's Archibald Hurston. Oh wait, that's not what he sounds like. The HD showcase. Oh, is this where the guns are? Yep. I've only been over here like one other time. So I guess that's a size 6 weapon there, maybe? I don't know. The funny thing is like the big one here, it's like exactly the same as the smaller ones. So I don't know if these are all just placeholder weapons for right now. Because all the weapons look exactly the same, and I can't imagine that they would only sell one. But again, this is like version 1 of this area, so, it could definitely get better as time goes on. This game really looks amazing. Once the kids get older, I might have enough free time to play it. There you go. Ooh, can I sit down with you, buddy? Hi there. Oh, you've got some important work to do on your wrist.
Those ready to take their career to the next level, be sure to apply for Firsted's annual management training intensive, a 5-day course that can change your life.
And I think over here is kind of like the stock market. Because there's trade hubs and stuff here. Yeah, right now you can only buy scrap. Wait, price? Okay, and then and then up here, this is one of the mission givers. I don't know that I've ever done a mission from him.
I'm neck deep in requisition orders. I don't have time to talk.
Alright then, alright. Guess I can't interact with him any other way. Wow. I didn't think I would be able to...
Did my cousin send you to do this?
Yes, he did. No, I don't know. Executive Suites. So I think the Executive Suites is something that's going to be opening later. So yeah, that's kind of it. Not really too much in the central business district. This is really it. I was hoping that there would be even more here, like, you know, clothing shops and, you know, who knows what else. Wait, how do I get out of here? Oh, right here. Oh, and then there's like a little, like, history of Hurston down here. I don't know if these will ever be used for anything. But yeah, you can kind of see like the timeline of Hurston Dynamics down here. And I'm not going to stop to read it, but it's kind of cool. Gives you a little bit of a backstory for some of the lore. One thing I also want to see are female characters in the game. If you've noticed, it's basically just like all dudes everywhere. So 3.5, we should start seeing, you know, hopefully more. Well, not only will we be seeing female player characters, but hopefully we'll be starting to see more female characters in game, because there's, I can't even think. Maybe there's like one over on Levski. Ooh, there's the train. Wait for me. Oh yeah, look at this. Is like the building. This is freaking awesome. Phew, we made it. And then supposedly eventually you'll actually have NPCs getting on and off the train as well. So that'll be cool. They don't right now, but eventually they will.
Leeson Station, North Quarter.
There's the Tisa spaceports off in that direction. That's where you can see the little signs kind of hovering in midair up there. That's where we came in to land earlier. Oh, there goes one of the trains. Ah, we just barely missed it. I think that's what it was. Oh, way over there. Oh, there you can see the hammerhead. Oh.
Now arriving, Leeson Station, North Quarter. Please
Yep.
watch your step when disembarking the train.
See the hammerhead way over there? Well, maybe not.
Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
I'm gonna go over. We're gonna go back over here, and I think there might be a platform where we can actually see the hammerhead. Oh man, I dropped down to like 17 frames a second there for a second. There's a lot going on, you know, all these NPCs walking around and stuff. It's just absolutely amazing. That's probably why it's 80 degrees in here, because my video card and CPU are going crazy. Wait, do I still have, let me see here if I still have, oh my gosh, we are seeing like 84, no, we're seeing pretty close to 100% CPU utilization there. We must have a memory leak or something, because that, usually it doesn't even come close to going that high. Okay, so way over here, that right there is the Constellation Phoenix. Right there next to it is the Hammerhead, just to kind of give you a perspective of where we are compared to where the, you know, the other area is. So, yeah. This game's just getting awesomer all the time. I really enjoy playing it. You know, even though I know that it's kind of pointless to go out and, you know, earn money, because next patch we're just going to lose it all again. But, you know, when I run into problems, especially like major bugs, I can go and report them. And that's really what the game is more about right now, is like trying to find and report bugs. So if it's something that you think would appeal to you, by all means, give it a try. The base pledge for the game right now is $45, and there's a couple different packages. Well, there's actually two. Well, there's four. There's two base packages and then two Squadron 42 packages. The two base packages for $45, it gives you access to everything here, either with an Aurora MR or a, I think it's the Mustang, one of the Mustang Alphas. And then for $20 more, you can also get Star Citizen, or not, obviously you get Star Citizen. You also get Squadron 42, which is going to be the single-player game. Now, I think sometime next year it's going to go up in price, and then once they go full beta with it and they release Chapter 1, I think it's going to sell for full price, which is either going to be $49 or $59.99. So definitely, you know, buying it now, you get it for $20, and you know, you'll have it at a discounted price once it gets released. Now, above that, there are other packages that you can buy, other starter packages that you can buy with better ships, but they can go up in price, you know, $60, $80, $100, $150 for you know. I'd have to go and actually look at the pledge packages, and then on top of that, you can buy additional ships as well. And you know, I think the most expensive ship that you can buy right now is the 600i, which is, I believe, $400. It might be $425, but I think it's $400 for new cash, $425 if you're using store credit. And then, you know, all of the money that you put into the game obviously goes towards the future development. But it's, if I had to recommend, you know, if you were wanting to get started with it, whoa, did you just see that explosion out there? That was probably somebody's ship flew into the no-fly zone, and it like almost insta-kills you once you get so deep into it. But yeah, I wouldn't really recommend. Whoa, why did things just get really bright? I don't know, that was weird. I wouldn't really recommend the base ships, because you're gonna be like wanting to upgrade them ASAP to something cooler. But I don't know. Ooh, look at this. Look at the Hammerhead. It's kind of a take on the old Jaws movie poster. That's pretty funny. Crusader. I don't know what that says. But just the amount of detail. And I mean, this is just like one planet. There's other moons, there's other bases. And it's going to be growing all the time, especially when ArcCore comes out this spring. It's an entire planet covered in buildings. So, and let's see, with a constant, strong internet connection, will a constant, strong internet connection be needed for single player? I would say probably yes. Sounds perfect to me because I have terrible internet. I don't know. It depends on what your ping time is on your. I mean, you wouldn't want to use like mobile internet. Like you wouldn't want to make like a hotspot on your phone and play this game because the ping time is just going to be so ridiculously high that it's going to make the game practically unplayable. But you know, if you've got a wired connection, you know, you'd want to run. You know, go to speedtest.net. And run some speed tests and see what your base ping is and what your upload and download speeds are, and you know, I could probably tell you better from that. But I think that's going to be it for tonight. So guys, thank you so much. Those of you who've chosen to hang out with me playing some Star Citizen the last almost 4 hours, I really appreciate it. Big shout out goes to Matt80817 for becoming the newest channel member, and I thank you very much. If you do want to become a channel member, it's $4.99 a month, and the link is I think it's the little $sign right at the bottom of the chat. You can actually become a channel member and support me that way. So thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to hit a like button. Even if you hate this game, please hit a like. It does help me out tremendously. Leave a comment once this live stream goes live, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe for this and many more videos. Kevin, we are up to 8 right now, so still have a ways to go before we do that first giveaway, but hopefully we'll get there someday. I'm sure we will. But guys, thank you so much. Have a good night. This is Star Citizen, and I am Bradham73. We'll see you all next time. Bye for now.